as a whole.
That's another thing too that makes it. How can I say it? Like a lot of people, it's a black and white thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a black judge.
Mm-hmm.
It was a black family that gave her sympathy. You know, the jury was a mix.
Right.
So there ain't no black and white situation now where they can say it was a prejudice situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I look at that. Sometimes when it comes to the law, or when it comes to let's put it like this: when it comes to authority don't give a fuck about skin color.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, I become a cop, right? Right, and my fellow white officer is doing a bunch of bullshit. They're gonna keep quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're in a fucking gang, man. You're in a gang. You know, a homeboy, I'm sitting there and I see homeboy shot dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fuck, who gonna fuck gonna tell it? Ain't nobody gonna tell it. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a gang. And that's the way that's the way authority is. You gotta think about this too, right? Okay. This United States, they're big on Jesus Christ in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They even, matter of fact, they tend to give Jesus Christ more shine than they give God. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. You know? That's the way he's God. You know? Why are you giving Jesus Christ more shine than you giving God? You know what I'm saying? So when you go into the court, first thing they pull out is the Bible until you put your hand on the Bible, you know, tell the truth, you know, such and such. Okay. Now, a lot of people were mad, but at the same time, it was the family that showing her sympathy and they forgave her, right? But isn't that what the Bible says? The Bible says, what? You forgive. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You forgive. So, a lot of people, that's what I'm saying, man. I can go deeper than this when it comes to this shit because a lot of people be in church, representing God, representing the words, but most of them were the one that were mad because the family forgave her and showed sympathy and shit. But isn't that what you're supposed to do? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do? But for real, what we really feel, man, fuck that shit.
For real.
That's why I don't.
Outside looking in.
That's another thing why I ain't quick to call anybody racist or anything until I see it, you know, hands on. You know, it's like this. I can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? I never do. You know, you can't judge a book by its cover because we did not. Unless it was a lot of things that she. But come on, man. A lot of fucking white people scared of us, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people do not realize how many white people are scared of us. They are actually frightened of us. You know what I'm saying? So they quick to call. You know? They quick to call, they quick to respond with violence. You know what I'm saying? And just like police officers, right? Police officer in a white neighborhood, right? He pulls over a white dude, right? He's not fucking scared like he is when he pull that black dude over.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because it's what put in their damn head about how we are. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, that's the way it is. That's exactly the way it is. Man, they can stop a black dude who never had anything to do with violence, guns, or anything. But in their head, he dealt with all that shit. I forgot the dude's name. He told him to get his license. He told him to get his driver's license. He giving you his driver's license, man. He killed that motherfucker, man. And his daughter in the back. His daughter in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? His girlfriend in the passenger seat. You asked him, man. You told the man to get. I mean, he was the passenger and she was driver. Yeah. You asking the man for his driver's license.
You gotta be careful out here in the street.
Let me tell you what happened, man. When I moved down here, right? I built the large studio over there, you know, down the road there, right? So when I met the landlord, right? You know, landlord was a white man, right? And he questioned me about what I want to do, such and such, and I told him what I wanted to do, right? So he didn't treat me like, you know, I was for real yet. He didn't treat me, you know, he didn't treat me like I was serious, you know. So he rented the property to me, and the property, it was $400 a month. So he rented the property to me, right? So when I was in there signing the paperwork and stuff like that, he said, well, if you're gonna be dealing in music and stuff like that, he said, can you please not have any people with dreads in there? And I'm like, people with dreads? Like, wait a minute, hold on, man. People with dreads? Man, this is, you renting it out to me. You know what I'm saying? This is my establishment now. I'm here, right? And when he said that, I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, you talking to me? You talking to me? Am I Caucasian? Am I white? That you can talk to me? That I'm gonna agree with you? That I cannot let no dreads in here? I'm like, are you serious? So I got the studio. I did what I want, you know what I'm saying, to make money, you know. But when he came back and when he saw that I had the studio bust down and renovating and shit, that's when he treated me differently. You know what I'm saying? He treated me more of a businessman now, you know, a very respectful businessman. And that's what I'm saying. It's sometimes they don't know us. It's called assumptions and insinuations for all the shit that they hear.
Or what they was told.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Just like Trump when he talking about the fake news, right? But when Obama was president, there was no fake news. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a pick and choose thing, you know? You know?
I feel like we always the ones giving in, you know?
Yeah.
Like Obama, he couldn't have been in office saying what Trump say.
No, he couldn't, man.
It's a big difference.
Like that.
Like Trump, he can make a racist tweet or something like that. If it was Obama, you know.
That's like a lot of people, right? Like a lot of Southern people do not know Trump. See, people like me, and you know, I'm a New Yorker. I was born and raised in New York, right? So we knew Trump. We knew of Trump. We knew who he was. You get what I'm saying? So it's like people in the South, they didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? But he was just you know, he's real big to them. You get what I'm saying? He's real big. He's going to do this for us. He's going to do that for us. And, you know, but we knew who Trump was. We knew the touching pussy Trump. We knew the Trump that, you know, and another thing too. This is the other shit I'm talking about. When he talking about the Mexicans, right? If you walk into the Trump Plaza, back then in the 80s, the 70s, no, the 80s and the 90s, those were Mexicans in there. Those were Mexicans in there. You know what I'm saying? But if you let somebody in the South say, nah, he never had no Mexicans in there. Bitch, how you know? You wasn't there? You get what I'm saying? See, that's the whole thing about this shit, man. You know, a lot of people don't know us. They just know what they hear and what the me. Like, for instance, now, you got a lot of good brothers right now in Elizabeth City. We all know who they are. But a lot of white folks don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna treat us the same. But then you got some white folks. Nah, hell no, they ain't having that shit. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of, man, that's what, like this drag racing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this drag racing stuff, man, you'll never believe the people, the white folks that I meet. Man, very good-hearted people, man. Mm-hmm. And don't look at me.
Loyal as hell, too.
Yeah, man, and don't look at me like that. You get what I'm saying? They look at me as I'm the next brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know, I'm like them. And a lot of white people tired of this prejudice shit, man. They tired of it. They tired of hearing that shit. You know? Man, yo. I wish I can get rid of it.
Right.
I wish I can get rid of it. Cause I got a grandson who's half white. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death. You know, I would never teach my kids on color. Never did and never will. And my grandkids, and my nieces that I got, my niece and nephew I got in the house now, I would never teach them about color, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Exactly.
You know? That shit crazy.